What up, gang? Lane Carolina Jackpot time coming at you. It is Monday morning. I hope everybody's doing as well as you can be doing today. I'm still here. I'm still kicking. I haven't been putting the videos out like normal. Obviously, Carolina Jackpot's kind of in a rough spot right now. Got no power at home, and hopefully it'll get restored at some point this week. That's what I'm hoping for. A lot of the main roads and business, or the roads that a lot of businesses and gas stations, grocery stores, stuff like that are on in my area, they're starting to get power back if they didn't have it already. Started, throughout the day yesterday getting stuff back. So, and I've heard of neighborhoods getting theirs back in the surrounding areas, but not my neighborhood or any ones real close to me. But I'm hopeful that we'll start getting something. Folks have been working on the tree line, the down trees on power lines. They've been working on that stuff. Yesterday I saw a lot of people out, so hopefully we'll start to see some good progress this week. I think it's supposed to be good weather. Who knows? They said something about there's another storm. Jeez, I mean, could we take another one? No, I don't think we could. Anybody that doesn't have a job in this area, or they don't have a trade, man, I'm telling you, they need to get with somebody who does tree work and learn how to do it, because these people are going to be booked solid, swamped for a year, at least, with things to do. And then, Lord, it's just such a big cleanup process. But you get the tree sawed up and hauled off or whatever, but then there's these huge, gigantic root balls. I don't know what's going to become of all that. I really don't. I'm just thankful none fell at our house. We just had a bunch of limbs fall. That's fine. We got that cleaned up. College football, I hadn't been out of the loop. I've been keeping up with what's going on. I was able to watch the evening games on Saturday at my son's house. I was there from like 6 till almost midnight watching football. Well, it's an apartment anyway. And able to take a hot shower. So if I don't get any power back today, which I doubt we will today, I'm going to go back over there and take a hot shower again. My wife likes to take cold showers, and she take them at home, but I can't deal with any of that. We got a griddle I can heat up and boil water and cook things on if I need to, but then we're going to run out of propane at some point. I don't know where there's any of that at, so I really don't want to mess with it. I just do what I got to do. I'm in stores throughout the day. I can pick up something that I need and then get back home. At the end of the day, there's a lot of work to be done out here as far as what I do as well, because I've only really been able to work 2 stores, but I've put a ton of merchandise in them because nothing else has been open. It's crazy. We'll get through it though. It'll be fine. Talking about some college football things I saw Saturday. I saw Alabama's now number 1 after that impressive win over Georgia on Saturday night. I mean, are we more impressed with the Alabama that got out to the 28-0 lead, or are we more side-eyeing the Alabama who let Georgia come back from being down that much to take a lead in that ball game? That was crazy. That was just wild. But it was just like Alabama sleptwalked after they had that 30-7 lead, wasn't it? They were just sleepwalking through the entire second half, and then when it came nut cutting time, they delivered. They delivered the knockout blow. So hey, I think they do deserve to be number 1 because the performance Texas had Saturday was just kind of, struggling with Mississippi State. I mean, I don't know that they actually struggled with them. I didn't really watch any of that game, but the score was very indicative of that they didn't play great. So They're bumped down to number 2. Ohio State stays at 3. Tennessee goes up to 4. I knew that was going to happen. They're much the same with, I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know with Tennessee. I still, you know how you people are. You know how we are. We go at it. We go back and forth. I'm not a believer yet. So, you got another test coming up this week against Arkansas. That's a 2-touchdown line right now. I don't know. That'd be a game I'd be very leery of. This could be the 2022 South Carolina game for you. It definitely could. Especially if Arkansas's got their wristbands on. They've got sand on that field. I'm telling you what, y'all better watch out, boys. You know, Oklahoma let that field get in terrible shape. You know, listen to the Vol man tell it there were rocks and trees down, and they put a river through the middle of it to try to slow them down, and it still didn't work. They didn't have to play on that field, though. Anyway, South Carolina versus Ole Miss on Saturday. They are a 9-point favorite over the Gamecocks, 51.5 being the line. South Carolina's going to have to play really well. They're going to have to play a first half like that, or they're going to have to play a whole game like they played the first half against LSU. I don't know if they can do it or not. I mean, I've got confidence in South Carolina's defense to keep the game close, so that's why they got the total down at 51.5. And there are some points to be had against the Ole Miss defense. It's not a great unit by any means. I mean, Kentucky didn't score a lot of points on it to beat them, but that was just the style of ball Kentucky played. South Carolina's going to play a different game in order to beat you. Hopefully it's as effective, and we'll be able to do that. Turn your brights off when you're approaching somebody. That's another thing I want to tell you about. There are a lot of dicks out there in this world, and you've met a lot of them this weekend. Just people they don't understand the concept of, you know, everybody comes to a traffic light that's not working. It's a 4-way stop. It's not a group of 4 or 5 of you coming this way, continue to go on through and make everybody else sit here and wait. No, it's a 4-way stop. People not dimming their bright lights, just bullshittery. It's almost as if, I mean, and I almost, there were some green traffic lights working yesterday, and some not working in a different area that I was trying to go through, and dude, I about rolled right through one where the traffic light was out, just not thinking, because the one down the road was working. Hey, it could happen. But you know, South Carolina's going to have to play a good, solid game to beat them, but it can be done. We saw that Saturday. Ole Miss kind of, I mean, I didn't want to go in. I had picked Ole Miss to cover the spread because they had looked so good. I mean, they had dominated everyone they played. You know, they came out, you know, put 3 or 4 touchdowns up before the smoke had cleared. When the game started, I mean, and that's what they've done to get to 4-0. So, I mean, what else were you supposed to think? Going in playing a Kentucky team that, you know, I don't know. We didn't know that much about as far as are they any good or not. I think they showed, yeah, they are. They are the team that they, and they're sitting here too. I saw some of those idiots on Twitter bitching when I was able to get it up. But we had lost a terrible South Carolina team. Well, the South Carolina team beat you 31-6. It's not like, you know, this was a situation where, you know, you lost on a last-second field goal, or, you know, you had the lead and then you guys fumbled or something, and I'm getting over because there's an ambulance back there coming. I'm just pulling right over on the side of the road so you can get on. It's not like you were never in the game. I mean, it was never The game was never in doubt, really, at any point. So I don't know why I don't know what you're bitching about. I mean, you just absolutely got bodied in that
game.
So, you know, get over it. You didn't play well, and you got beat bad. You're not that good. You're not that good. I don't think South Carolina's not that good. They're 3-1. They're not that good. They've got a lot of things to work on. I mean, the LSU game kind of exposed a lot of weaknesses in terms of, you know, you had a big lead and just let it slip away. That was you know, it was kind of unexcusable the way you guys lost that game. So, you know, despite the whole thing with the refs and that, yeah, and I still, there's something going on out there. There's just, you know, I try to make these videos, I try to stay on topic, but there's just so much crazy stuff going on. There's 2 fire trucks and the ambulance that pulled up out there to this old motel over here on the side of Highway 25. I don't know what's going on there, man. There's no telling. A lot of people are down bad. That exposed a lot of weaknesses there in that team, and hopefully they've worked on some of that during this off week. You know, Columbia didn't get hit with this crazy weather situation. I mean, they did somewhat, but not to the degree that we did up here. Not enough to really hamper activities a whole lot. So hopefully they've gotten those things, the wrinkles ironed out, I should say, and we can get a good effort against Ole Miss and win that ball game, because we need a win there. We need to get to 4-1. We need to win against, you know, we need to beat Wofford, Vanderbilt, Mizzou. All these teams are beatable. They're all beatable. Mizzou, Oklahoma on the road, and Tennessee match sitting there. Just because we beat Oklahoma don't mean to check it out. Yeah, okay, whatever. South Carolina can definitely beat Oklahoma. I watched them play Auburn on Saturday afternoon somewhat. That's another one I pulled up and tried to watch some of it. Yeah, I ain't impressed, not at all. Clemson Saturday night, big win, 40 to 14 over the Tree. They covered the spread. I knew they would. Here's the thing about them. They normally come out and start fast. They weren't able to really start fast. They had to kind of pull away in the second half there. Tree doesn't have any depth. They're not any good. But I did think that they ran the ball pretty effectively against Clemson. They had 40 less yards in the game than Clemson did. That's it. Yeah, Clemson, Cade Klubnik, no, he didn't look good. What was he, 15 of 31? Took a bunch of sacks. Shit. The freshman receiver they got is pretty good. That Wesco kid, he's pretty good. He's going to be decent for them. Oh, we finally got a wide receiver back. We got another T. Higgins and another Justin Ross back. I can't stand them. Here's my thing. They played that game on Saturday, and you know, we all have mixed feelings about that game here. It's kind of hit hard for a lot of us here in the upstate to, you know, sit here and see them with, you know, 80 million gigawatts of electricity here burning in Clemson, South Carolina, so they can have a football game, and the rest of us are sitting around in the dark, taking cold showers and eating cold soup. But that, yeah, they made sure they had power. They made sure they had power over there so they could have their football game. And it's fine. I get it. Some of us are on one side of the fence. Some of us think they shouldn't have played it. Some of us think that it was fine that they did because it brought everybody together and whatever. I say that because I don't really like Clemson. I could care less. They're going to do what they're going to do. It's all about money. You see how Clemson canceled their classes for Monday. Today, all classes are canceled there. But they had the game Saturday night. But now they're spinning that and making it into, well, we don't want anyone who, you know, has to drive to class that doesn't live on campus, that lives out in an affected area, to be put in harm's way trying to come to class. So I guess they'll just either cancel them or turn them into virtual classes today. I don't really know how that works, but you see how that some folks might think that's somewhat hypocritical of them. But you know how I am. If they had lost that ball game Saturday night, I'd been, oh yeah, man, they needed to play that. I mean, yeah, that's how it would have been. So, but anyway, Taters 40-14 over the Tree. Who, not a good team. They didn't have a good game plan against Clemson either. I mean, they ran the ball effectively, but they had too many stupid penalties. Shot themselves in the foot multiple times in the red zone. And they kept trying to attack Clemson on the outside, on the boundaries. You're not going to beat them that way. Now, they're too fast, and there's just too much speed. They're going to shut that down. They should try to attack them across the middle and attack them vertically downfield. But that's just me. That's just Coach Jackpot saying that. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I'm just an idiot with a cell phone here recording a video for you at 5 o'clock in the morning talking about college football and trees being down. What else? I'm trying to think of any relevant topics here. Any big games that we've got going on this week. I know Mizzou goes to Texas A&M, and Texas A&M's actually favored in that game. I think Mizzou probably finally gets upended. They hadn't been playing great, and you know, normally that's a recipe for disaster. I know the ending of the Miami-Virginia Tech game was wild. I didn't watch all that game, but I did see replays of that ending. I don't know. That's just too hard for me to even judge until I hope that they got that call right. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. But hopefully things will get back to normal this week. I plan on, with our live show, if my power's not back up on Wednesday, I'm going to go to my son's house and I'll do the live show from there, so I won't miss that. And I'll be making videos throughout the week as I can get information and as things get restored around here and we're able to get cell service that's better. I'll be keeping you guys, well, I'll just be pumping out some content. How about that? Anyway, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to upload this video, which is probably going to take forever. And I'll see you guys later on. Be safe out there. Thanks for hanging in there. Appreciate it. Peace, and I'm out. Go Gamecocks. Woo!